Scariest experience with meth was the first time that I did meth. Meth was a drug that was not my drug of choice. It was not a drug I wanted to do. But as a coke addict, I've snorted everything. I've snorted Selvia. I've snorted fucking Xanax. I've snorted Adderall. I've snorted any kind of pill that you could crush up and think of. I've snorted cocaine. I used to just vacuum everything up with my nose, and I was always very afraid of meth. I was very afraid of crystal meth. It was a drug that scared me. It was a dirty drug. And the first time that I ever did it, unfortunately, was with people that I liked and trust. And guess what? I wanted cocaine, and I wanted to do some lines, and they bust out a line for me and tell me to do it, and I snorted up, and next thing you know, it felt like I snorted up fucking glass shards. It's burning into my eyes. It's burning down my throat. And to some people, as an addict, that is the feeling that you're going for. For me as an addict, my drug of choice was not meth. In fact, I started to freak out. I realized what I just did. I realized what I had put in my system. And all of a sudden, I could start to feel the effects of meth. And some of the effects are very similar to cocaine when it comes to the locked jaw, it comes to the dry mouth, it comes to what ends up how your brain kind of works. But with meth, it almost kind of focused me in a little bit more because I've been on Adderall all my life, and Adderall is a stimulant. It is an amphetamine salt. It's not the same as methamphetamines. Meth passes through the brain-blood barrier where Adderall does not pass through that barrier. So how it hits your system is very different. And so for me, when I did this drug, I freaked the fuck out. I was so afraid that this was going to be another drug that I was addicted to. And that is the reality of when it comes to addiction, is that we put ourselves into compromising situations. And yes, people will say, oh, my worst experience was this, my worst experience was it. No, my worst experience with fucking drugs was the day that I fucking did it the first time and I felt like I could fly and I had fucking wings. I mean, that was literally the worst experience, was that day that I got fucking hooked on drugs, and the fear of being hooked on other drugs freaked the fuck out of me because I already knew inside I was an addict. I couldn't admit to it, but I knew I was an addict. I knew I was a very addictive personality. And that is reality as an addict. As an addict, you have this drug of choice that is your obsession. It is what you crave and it's what you desire. And it literally consumes your life. And that's the most fucked up part about it, is we will burn our life down around us for our addiction. And I will say this, man, getting sober was the best thing I ever fucking did. Because I fucking climbed my ass out of hell and sat on a fucking throne of a life I rebuilt better than what I ever could have imagined. And for the ones out there going through it right now, it is one day at a time, and I believe in you. If I can get sober, you can get sober, and all of our journeys are different, and I believe in yours. So keep going at it, because it will get better.